Hey there, everybody, and welcome back to Black Arrow Gaming. I'm Bob, back for more Age of Wonders 4. Still kind of getting over a cold. I feel better. I feel fine, but the lingering results have left an impact on my throat, unfortunately. So I may still cough a little bit here, just because my throat's a little raspy from all the coughing and sneezing and stuff. So my voice probably sounds a little funny. But it is what it is. So we're back for more Age of Wonders, and the big news going into this episode, coming off of, I guess, 2 weeks ago at this point, is that Yellow has all of a sudden shown up in force, with one large army here, and another one way out to the west, kind of northwest over here. So this group was kind of chasing down Genghis Khan and his cohort, my most powerful units right here. They're, excuse me, on the way back to Karakoram to heal up, but may divert course depending on what these guys do. These guys can't actually reach any of my units right now, so I have a turn to kind of see where they go and what they do, and then maybe to turn around and jump them. I also have a couple infestations and city-states sending stuff down here. Not too worried about those. I was sending down my little band of weird skeleton soldiers to deal with them, but in retrospect, that's probably not a good idea. I would end up losing them, and it'd be an annoying fight. I should really bring back some of these units here to deal with these, because we're looking at like tier 4, tier 3 units in these armies. There's a tier 5. So my skeletons are not going to be a good match for those. I'm hoping they just go pillage, because I can't really get them any help right now. I guess I could. I could send down some of these guys, but they're already a little injured. So I don't really have a lot I can do for them in the way of reinforcements. Could maybe send that group down. They might be better. Get some archers in there. These guys aren't really under threat of attack from anything right now. So yeah, I think I'll just send this group down. So in case these guys do attack me, it pulls in some stronger units. Possibly might do the same for those, although they're already kind of weak. Let's see if we can get a healthy unit from this army. Yeah, I could grab that lieutenant there and get another decent stack down here. Probably stick them right there. Yeah, I'm not too worried about these guys unless something comes out of the umbral entrance. We're just gonna kind of hope that doesn't happen. But for now, yeah, we'll set up kind of like that, just in case those guys attack. They may just go pillage things, and that's fine if they do. And then, of course, there's this big army over here. Now, these guys are the biggest threat right now. And what I have done, for those of you who remember from the last episode, or don't remember from the last episode, down this cave entrance here, I have blocked the cave entrance with the most powerful army that I have, because I don't think I win that fight, at least not very easily, if it's just like a swarm battle, like 18-9-18. So I'm hoping I can divide this up into smaller chunks with just my most powerful units and rely on that Summer Fairy and the Paladin to keep these guys alive, along with whatever other spells I can muster. So yeah, that's the plan for that. Just block the cave entrance and prevent Yellow from hitting me with the full force of that army, because they got some pretty good stuff in there. Including 4 Tyrant Knights that are all packed into one group, but also a lot of Awakeners and stuff like that. Maybe some Inquisitors, yeah. So I don't really want to fight all that at once. Aside from that, I think we are ready to move on to the next turn. The only feedback I have for going into this episode is from Chris Lighthawk. Basically, Chris has been playing the beta build, which is going to be coming out probably a day or two after this post. I think it's the Tuesday after this episode goes live. And that's got a whole reworked Empire Affinity tree. From the sound of things, at least according to people who played the beta, it sounds like you'll get refunded a lot of Imperium points to spend on the new tree when it comes out. So this is all going to be different. But there are some things I can do. For example, before it is no longer available, I'm going to grab this Balor here, which gives me -1 population in my capital city. That's fine. We'll regrow quickly. More importantly, we get ourselves a nice big new friend. And he is going to go hang out with Genghis Khan. I'm just going to leave him in the city for this turn. But yeah, he's going to go hang out with Genghis Khan. And we'll start promoting him. He won't have access to, obviously my transformation ascetics or anything like that. But he's still a really, really good unit. So we could definitely make use of him. And mostly, I think their upkeep is Imperium and also some mana, a big chunk of mana, so that basically costs me nothing because I have essentially unlimited mana. It's amazing what happens when you don't have any unit enchantments. So it does take a chunk off of my Imperium income per turn. The only other thing that I might want to grab is the Breastplate of the Champion item here. The rest of the single-use things aren't really that helpful to me, except for possibly the healing one. Actually, the healing one is maybe more important if I can get to it. That'll be in a couple more turns. I should be able to get through a couple turns this game. Not sure if I'll get the breastplate one this episode, but this one instantly gives all my non-hero units +1 rank. That's pretty big for me, so I'm definitely going to want to grab that one since transformation to acidic scales off your ranks. So I think with that, I'm more or less good. The only other piece of feedback I have here is from Indrid Casts, who mentioned that Curse Eater is disabled by burning. It's been a little while since we've heard from Indrid. He's got his own YouTube channel on here too, so if you want, feel free to go check that out. He pops in every now and then to offer some helpful advice, and this one was just remembering that burning, which I can generate with cleansing flames, or you can just do with good old-fashioned fire, will disable Curse Eater, which is the effect that the Umbral units have, where they basically take a debuff and turn it into health, and basically eat the debuff to get like 10 HP or something like that. Fire bypasses that and prevents it from working entirely as long as the unit's on fire. So definitely want to keep spamming that against Rachek over here. So for sure, we'll try to remember that moving forward. This army here is sieging Promisol. If this army moves in their direction, I might pull back because I really want Genghis's army to be doing most of the heavy fighting here. I don't really trust my second line units. These aren't like the most powerful units in the world, but there's a couple good groups in there, including that Litharine. Wait, is that a... Yeah, it's a... Okay. Thought that was something else. And then we got a Subjugator. So, like, they have some decent units in here, plus a Pyre Templar. I don't like that they have Pyre Templars, and a couple Awakeners, and a couple Heroes. So, yeah, we'll have to keep an eye on all that. Aside from that, I think I can move forward. There was one other thing I wanted to check. Chris mentioned that... Well, actually, we'll get to that on the next turn. Okay, so let me go ahead and just click through all these to make sure that I am good, that guy's good. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and end the turn here, I think. So we'll pop back up to the surface and move forward. I almost forgot about Tana's up there somewhere too. She could bring down another big army at any point as well. I'm just trying to get my guys out of here after killing Teal so I can regroup and refocus on, well, at the moment, Yellow. And we still haven't heard anything from Noctis at all. So if Yellow's showing up now, Noctis might not be far behind. There could be some pretty heavy fighting in my future here. Not super thrilled about them both coming at around the same time, but I suppose I knew this could happen, just based on the layout of the map and where they were. Noctis would probably be a little bit behind Yellow, because you can kind of just tell by looking at the mini-map up here that Yellow is very clearly in between me and this darker blue over here being Noctis. The lighter blue, you can see a little bit of it here, that's Rachek. So Noctis is definitely in the back and will likely be the last one I get to. Now, if all goes according to plan over here in the east, I will be able to at least get Fflammych off the board. And I'm going to leave my camera here because this is probably the most important... This is probably the most important thing that I'm worried about, because if Fflammych somehow manages to survive this, that's not good. Also, it is admittedly a little risky leaving my hero being the one guarding that tunnel, because if they do take that hero out, then I'm basically screwed. I can't take Fflammych City. They could end the siege, and Fflammych would be safe behind his walls. It looks like they are going to... Oh, the tunnels don't work the same way that they did in Age of Wonders 3. I forgot about that. Well, we got another ugly fight on our hands. Unfortunately, this is exactly what I wanted to avoid. Oh no, wait, it's pulling in. Maybe they do, but it's pulling in. It's pulling in Fflammychs. But does this count as a sally out if I win? So it didn't pull in yellow as other ones. So I guess maybe they. This is weird though, because my understanding of how this game worked in Age of Wonders 3, if I had all these armies lying in wait down here and one stack came down to fight them, it would be their one stack versus my 3. It was a massive defender's advantage and turned cave entrances into crazy powerful choke points. In Age of Wonders 4, my understanding is that putting a unit on a cave entrance makes it a 6v6 battle, one army versus one army, just basically whoever's on the cave entrance. So you can't like body block them as effectively. Apparently, though, if the cave entrance is directly adjacent to either enemy units that are already in the underground or apparently an ongoing siege, it'll pull in those units. And I wasn't expecting it to pull in those units because my understanding was that if an army attacks a unit that's outside of a city walls during a siege, much like what just happened to me in the last episode when Genghis Khan was behind some walls and I got outnumbered 3 armies to 2, my understanding was that the units behind the walls would not get pulled into the battle. But maybe that's different if there's already an ongoing siege, or maybe it's different if it's someone else's units. I don't know. This is weird and entirely unexpected. So I'm going to have to just do my best with what I've got here. The good news is that I don't think the city has developed enough to have a spelljammer yet. It probably doesn't. I think the lopside here is mostly to do with the fact that, well, they, for one thing, have 2 different armies that can cast spells. And look at the type of units arrayed against me. I mean, if I can survive this battle, I'll be in pretty good shape. But this is going to be one of the toughest and most important battles I fight in this game, probably. So, I guess we'll see how the auto combat handles it. Honestly, if I can manage to win this without losing the hero, God dang, I lost the hero. See, here's... Now, did that count as a sally out, or as walls broken? I don't know. I think I have to redo this. If the hero had survived, I might have taken this, but... especially considering these more powerful units up here all survived. Ooh. And I'm also kind of regretting not taking... I should have taken the order one that promotes all my units. I should have taken that before taking the Balor, because that would have been really handy right about here. Yeah, that was a mistake. I should have taken that instead of the Balor. Well, what's done is done. We have to go for this. This is going to be ugly. Okay, so probably the best play that I can make is to go after Fflammych up here and try to kill him and get his spells off the battlefield, and then I just have to worry about yellow spells. And I can't stop yellow spells because their leader is not in this fight. So I guess I will start by focusing my units towards Fflammych. Pretty much all of them are going to run in that direction. And I'm just gonna kind of not engage with yellow for now. This is definitely gonna be an interesting fight. It's really dark. I guess I am. I was gonna say it's really dark, but I guess I am in the underground. Makes sense. So it's kind of part of how this goes is gonna partly depend on how they, or whether they charge out of their walls at me or not. Fflammych has got a hurl flame. Is that a 1 hex radius? No, it's just a single hit. But this one can hit in a chain. That one could set all these guys on fire. The way I've set them up, I might spread them out just a bit. Those two will be fine. Okay. Pardon the occasional coughs. It's just gonna be how this episode goes, I'm afraid. So a big chunk right in the middle there. That's just begging for a AoE. But they all stayed where they were. And they're bleeding and wasting healing trying to get rid of the bleeding. Can I do anything about this big group of Tyrant Knights in the middle? I mean, the best thing I need to do is try to box them in with Pyre Templars, but I think it's too late for that. They'll be all over me before... Actually, I only have one Pyre Templar in here now that I look at it. This guy could hit them with a pretty nasty AoE, though. That might be good. Yeah, I think I can get up here, and I think these guys could probably swarm Fflammych. He's a charge. Got a charge attack. Yeah, so once he's done that, he won't be quite as dangerous. Do I want to just lob these in there? Probably. It's a little bit too good to pass up on that group there. So I think probably want to go like, if I do this and then do Ray of Corruption, does that hit everyone? It hits, doesn't hit everyone, but it hits most of them. Gosh, if I could go one space further, I could maybe use one catapult to actually break that wall there and set up for a more powerful attack. And the problem is I don't know that I can get enough other guys forward enough to really properly support this guy, and I don't want him getting charged by a whole bunch of Tyrant Knights. So I'm questioning whether now is the right time to use Ray of Corruption. Let's undo his movement there for a second. Yeah, because I could definitely use a catapult to break that. That's not a problem. It's just kind of like, I can go in and hit them, but then what? What does Ray of Corruption do? What are the other debuffs? It does give them weakened, which would make them weakened for 3 turns. Gosh, that's really good. I think I am going to go for that. Alright, so it makes sense probably to launch this one here. That will break the wall and allow me to catch everybody in this. Now, can Fflammych himself run down and hit me? No, he can't go that far. Okay, I think this is probably the best play, just to get weakened on all those guys, if nothing else. And then I could use the other catapult and also, I think, hit them. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. And is there anything else I can do to them before doing this? Ooh, I could give this guy Unholy Champion. That might be a lot of fun. 50% done damage, undying, harm and despair. Enemies in 2x radius lose 10 morale. Or I could give him Unholy Champion or Exalted Champion, either one. Unholy Champion costs souls. Exalted Champion, I think, is better. It's not for the whole battle, but it's 100% damage bonus on a pretty big attack. I think that's worth doing. And gives him a bunch of defense and resistance to weather whatever these guys throw at him. I'm gonna go ahead and do this. I think this looks like fun. Okay, we activated Snowstorms until the end of battle. That's a big hit right there. Yeah, we'll take that. Oof. Oh, that hero's almost dead. Can we get him? I don't know if I have any range unit. Okay, the fairy could reach. Fairy's not the best unit for doing that, but I think maybe I take the archer. These guys are weakened, but they can still... Let's see how much damage they would do to that archer if I moved up to this spot where I have the 90% chance to hit. Really, not much. That archer will be fine. And I can even move a shield guy up to help defend. We'll just box these guys in, prevent them from becoming a bigger problem, and then we get a kill on a hero who slipped away, because that's what they do. He's technically there, but the game's just being weird about it. Sometimes slip away glitches. Okay, well, why don't you go here and just block. I think he's here. It says he's back there. I'm confused. I don't know where this guy actually is. I can click on him here, but his icon is over there. So I don't know. Or maybe that's a different hero? I think his icon might just be gone. Well, can I hit him if I go here? Can I shoot at him? I mean, looks like I can. Oh, there we go. He's dead. Okay, and my fairies are still mostly safe down there. I'm going to then continue to charge this side with everybody. Everybody that's over here anyway. I'm going to try to split everybody up just a bit. Maybe we'll put the shield in front. And I'm going to try to get the lieutenant to where I can... You know, there's a lot of heroes in this fight, actually. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to get the lieutenant to where he can target Fflammych. And then I think that debuffs all the heroes. If I remember feedback from one of you guys. What range on this? 3? He won't be able to reach Fflammych. Not on this turn. Okay, why don't you step back? I feel like you should be stepped back one space. Okay, I'll kind of leave you in the wings over here then. Everybody else keep going this way. That big hit on that central army though, that definitely helps. Plus this guy's gonna be juiced up for a couple turns. And I've still got quite a few casting points. Not fighting in a Spelljammer is handy. Well, he's got dissonance. I think that disabled all those buffs. Or no, does that? I think that just disables enchantments, which wouldn't matter a whole lot on him. Now I gotta get him out of there. Okay, they just threw everything they had at that shield and it didn't do much, so that's good. Alright, we gotta do something about all these guys in the middle here. I think they shouldn't be that hard to take out at this point. But for starters, it looks like Fflammych's gonna cower behind his troops. This man is a coward. That's just what he does. He hides and runs away and hides behind his troops. Very disappointed in you, Fflammych. Okay, not sure. Probably it's not a bad idea to put this Pyre Templar here and get him adjacent to these guys. Is there any, like, AoEs that I want to do? I could do Zealous Ignition. Like, right on top of these guys. But these guys probably have Zeal. Or Faithful, yeah. So that doesn't affect them as much. It would be better against that group up there, because I don't think they have Faithful, and Cleansing Flames would hurt them, not help them, even though they're probably fire-based units. So yeah, I need to get somebody up there. I do think this guy is probably better off being here than just attacking, but let me see. Yeah, I think I'm just going to have him go do damage. I need to get this guy out of there so he can go help fight Fflammych. You are the only unit that guy can hit, so that's probably what I'm going to have you do. You can cancel your retaliation. I can probably kill you. I need to cancel retaliation on a few of these guys. So I think that's what you're gonna do. Yeah, go cancel retaliation on you. Basically, I'm just trying to get my Dread Reaper out of there, or what? The Fallen Angel. Oh, I've got these dogs too. They could do it. They can reach all the way over and get this one. Yeah, go do that. Because I don't think I'm going to be able to reach him with much else. I can probably kill this one here. And then maybe the hero could go get the last one, and then he'd get a free pass out. I think that's the plan. Okay, so you run up there, hit him. Score a nice crit. I will take that. And then I think you can kill him. Go ahead and try. There we go. You could charge. It's actually going to be a displace and replace, but that's okay in this situation, I think. That actually gets me closer to this other hero who I can try to isolate from the rest of his friends. Let's see here. Wish I had another charge unit that could go reach him. I do not. What do we got going on down here? None of them can reach me. I'm thinking about teleporting that archer over. I kind of feel like maybe I should have used the hero to go after that guy, but this does get my fallen angel out of a rough spot, so I guess I'm okay with that. If I move him here, he could start helping fighting Fflammych, and he could do quite a bit of damage. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I just need to carve my way through all this crap. Gosh, he could darn near kill that hero. But do I want to take the chance? Or do I just want to get through some of the tankier units and get them out of the way? I think I need to get through the tankier units, kill them. Unless, what if the lieutenant got close here and did discern weakness? Now, if this works the way I think it does, it'll affect the other heroes. I could be wrong about that. I'm going based off of a comment I received earlier in this series. But right now, Fflammych's at 6 and 7, and let's maybe look at the other regular heroes. Like that guy's got 3 defense, 2 resistance. So Fflammych's 6 and 7. This guy is 3 and 2. I can take discern weakness and apply it to this guy. Okay, it did affect the other heroes, but I don't think it affected Fflammych. Yeah, so it affects heroes but not leaders. Okay, still useful though, and it transferred from a Fflammych's unit to these guys down here. That's handy. I wonder if I could run up behind this guy and smite. Can I maybe get another kill here? Ooh, maybe we could. I think I'm gonna go for it. If I go 2 spaces, I get 3 shots. Or no, if I teleport 2 spaces, I get 3 shots. I think we go for it. I'll take this spot so that I have overwhelm, a higher crit chance. Yeah, alright, another hero down. Beautiful. Okay. Maybe I underestimated just how good these armies are. I was so worried about yellow, but this is actually a tougher fight, and I think it helps the way they bunched up their units, though. This definitely would have been a lot harder if they didn't do that. Let's see, I could go up here. I could smite and kill this guy. I think I may as well just do that. The more damage we can do quickly, the more likely they are to break the more likely we are to break their morale fast. And I've still got the fairy, who I might have go drop a heal over here on the units they were targeting. I'm going to have this guy go up and attack. These guys go here, and for the moment, probably defense mode. Give some warding. And the fairy can go... I want to just attack with this guy. And this guy, so... yeah. Go ahead and just hit. Hopefully we get a crit in here somewhere. Okay, there we go. That should be enough to kill this thing. Then I'll have the fairy go like this. And I didn't even need to use a spell this turn. And Yellow's got some... Their Tyrant Knights are not having a good day. Alright, take the champion there, and then the Fallen Angel still only has... He's got a 40% crit chance, but only a 55% hit chance. I think I'm not going to play those odds. This hero isn't particularly dangerous to anyone, so I'm just going to let him exist. And we'll work on killing some of the tougher... I might actually just get that Curse Eater off the battlefield. He's probably not too dangerous because I don't really have a lot of negative effects on me. Or a Chaos Eater, not Curse Eater. I don't have a lot of negative effects on me, so Devour Chaos won't do much, but... is the Wyvern more dangerous? Yeah, probably. Let's soften up the Wyvern. Start working through him. I gave him a couple stacks of Weakened there, so that'll help. I think other than that, I don't actually need to cast any spells right now. What palette? Where's this paladin at that I just selected? Ah, there you go. Okay, you defend, and I think I'll keep my magic and see how things develop. Oh, here comes the blindness. Sandstorm's active in almost every fight now. Can't hide back here forever, Fflammych. I don't want this army to take too much damage over here because I am relying on them. They may need to do follow-up fights on that cave entrance versus Yellow. Depending on how this goes. I'm gonna go ahead and just use these catapults while I can to lob shots back there. This one can't quite reach them. This one can't really reach anything that helpful, so I might just use it to break random walls somewhere. Yeah, this one really can't help much at all. I guess I could... I'll take down this wall over here. Yeah. Make it easier for me to get to those guys. Alright, let's focus on Fflammych first, getting him off the field. So they're all swarming that lieutenant. My archer has the ability to teleport. I'm probably going to use it to get up on the wall there. Then I can get better shots on basically anything I want back here. My gosh, these guys are just melting. I might have you lay on hands just to heal yourself. I don't really need Dark Temptation. I kind of just want to end something with this guy. I could maybe get Fflammych here. If I could find a way to get rid of that fairy, this guy could sprint and get a big hit. Or not fairy, the magma spirit. This guy could sprint and get a pretty big hit on Fflammych. Let's see, what route would he have to take to do that? He could go all the way around, so I could go straight at this guy. Got another one there. Okay, I think I'm seeing a path here. It's just a matter of getting to it. There's a very long string of attacks I need to do to pull this off, but I think... excuse me. I think it'll work. So, for starters, I think I want to keep moving this. Actually, that champion doesn't matter for this, for the sake of what I'm doing here. I want to move this guy here and kill this guy. Now they're thinking about running away. All right. I could also. This guy probably isn't needed for what I'm trying to do, but let me hold off on moving him just yet. So I think these guys do not have sprint yet. So they can't go as far as I thought, as I needed them to. Okay, that doesn't actually work. Which means I think I need you here to cancel, or to just get damage down on this guy. Yeah, you know what? This'll work. I just need that unit dead, and then I'm pretty sure I can kill Fflammych. But I need to kill him with somebody who's not this guy. Maybe the fairy. Fairy can't quite get the kill. Unless I land a crit. Come on, somebody else has to be able to reach. This guy can't. Maybe one of those archers could, if I run and then teleport. Yeah, go like this. 50-50? Ah, it's an unfortunate miss. It's that blindness is killing me. See, the problem is I could finish him off with this guy, but then I'm blocking this guy's route with my own units. I need him to go right through to where that guy is. But everybody's all jammed up here. If I can, you know what? If I can push through here, I might be able to get it with this archer. If I can do enough damage. Okay. So yeah, that's a valid path. Actually, this archer could just go like this. Okay, I think I've got it now. Okay, slip away is fine. I just needed you to move. Okay, then I can run this guy up here. Do sprint. Get a little extra movement. Get a big hit. And that should be enough. Oh, it's so close. It's so close. I think I'm going to go for it because I have a crit chance of 40%, which is reasonable. Ah, not quite. Just can't quite kill him. Now, the fairy could go behind him. Then I might be able to do something with this Dust Weaver over here. Or maybe I have a spell. Do I have any spells that can do damage at all? I don't think I do, actually. I should have probably cleared that guy's blindness first. That would have helped. Ah, he's so close. I just want him to be dead. Because right now he could do Mighty Stomp and mess a bunch of guys up. Not too bad. It's actually probably not the end of the world. He's probably not as dangerous as I'm giving him credit for. I think I'll have you heal. I don't think we're going to get Fflammych on this turn, unfortunately. If I go after this guy, it does leave him open to a counterattack, but you know what? I'm gonna drop Mantra of Healing on you, actually. Okay, good. Got a little extra healing out of that. And then I'm gonna try to take this hero out. And then you do your triple hit there. Yeah, we got it. The spell backfired. Do I want to go down there and try to mess those guys up now? I don't see any harm in it. This guy can go out here. He doesn't have anything better to do, so we may as well take him out. And then I can start trying to surround and kill these heroes. Even better if I can get up into the face of those archers. I don't think these guys... Yeah, one of them's got a repeating melee attack, but aside from that, these guys aren't really all that much. Not really all that great. Can get this archer up here, I guess. He doesn't really have, there's not really a whole lot of point to him being here, but other than to shoot his friends, apparently. I'm gonna have this Pyre Templar move down. That group at the top is... I've got more than enough units in here to deal with all that. And a lot of them are getting ready to rout anyway. So we'll just send everyone to go down there. And I think this group is done. I can't get Fflammych, sadly. Well, maybe. Okay, first off, Fairy technically has a critical hit chance. Resisted, condemned. Ah, he's got steadfast anyway. It doesn't matter. Alright, well, never mind. I think I'm just going to have him defense mode warding. Because this guy's a magic fighter, so it'll help protect that lieutenant from the flank attack that he's probably going to take on this turn. And then you, I guess hit that guy so your back isn't turned to anyone. And my Pyre Templar, where are you? Oh, you're just right there, okay. So, a lot of them are running. One of my guys up there just took a huge hit. I think it was the Paladin. Okay, what are the damages up here? Dang, what hit me? Immolate, maybe?
Oh.
Okay, well, I can kill Fflammych now. I think I'm gonna have the lieutenant do it, unless he needs to chase these guys down. You know what? That archer, I think, needs help. Come over here. And then help shoot these guys. I don't want them. Actually, it doesn't really matter if they run away because their capital's right there. So let's kill Fflammych first. Do I want to let them retreat here? I don't want to let yellow retreat. It doesn't really matter if Fflammych... I'm going to say no, because I want to full kill Fflammych. This guy's right next to you, and you can't hit him. Okay, you should back off and very skill Fflammych. They did not. Okay, Lieutenant, go back and finish him off, please. Okay, Fflammych is dead. Then we can go down here, and I believe I can finish the rest of these guys off. I can get a 65% chance on them. That's good enough, but they teleported. So they might actually get away. But again, that's Fflammych's unit, so I don't think it matters if they get away. This guy is really beat up right now. I'm going to go ahead and drop Mantra on him to prevent him from losing any more of his core HP. Losing his temporary HP is fine, not his core HP. Okay, and then it's just this group down here, and they're all just fleeing. That's just fire. Oh, he dropped Immolate down there. Okay. Well, let's make sure these heroes die. I want to move you here first to try to get a crit. Oh, hang on. We got one down here that I think might actually get away. Okay, let's do this. This Pyre Templar, okay, hang on. I want to get this Pyre Templar in here and actually clear some status effects from friendlies. So what I'm going to do is intentionally run this guy into the fire, which seems like a bad idea, but we kill that hero, and then the Pyre Templar can run in here and actually use this to create cleansing flames, turn that fire into cleansing flames, and then my units can heal in it instead of dying in it. Let's see, you can sprint again. Reach this guy. Nice, good crit. I want you to heal yourself. I think I also want you to heal yourself. We can chase these guys down. Although I can stand in their way, slow them down. Though, I actually want to keep him in the Cleansing Flames. And if I can get this archer in the Cleansing Flames, maybe out and then back in, trying to get rid of blind. Nope, didn't get rid of blind, so you'll just have to wait. Okay, everybody else up here is dead, minus the wyvern, which will probably get away, and I guess the guy who slipped away. Good. Come down here and you smite. Oh, and I guess I got this big guy here. Well, if I can land this. There we go. He's dead. It's just a matter of seeing what I can pick off from yellows before they have a chance to run away. I don't think any of the other units up there are going to really matter, so... It's mostly that hero that I would like to get before he runs. But I don't think I'm going to catch up with him. So I'll probably just have to be happy with getting some archers. In there for a while until you lose all your bad effects. Wait, why are you on fire? Okay. Guess that worked somehow. Maybe there was a spot of regular fire in there somewhere. I'm not really sure. And get rid of your... See, for some reason they're gaining burning being in there even though they're faithful, but then if I move them again it goes away. I don't know, it's being a little weird. Does anyone else have ongoing things that are impacting their health? I guess the fairy does. Since I have the mana for it, I'm just going to drop this to keep the fairy from losing her core health. And maybe, actually, that might be risky, because I'm just going to end the battle. I'm just going to let these guys run. Oh, I forgot about the wyvern. Darn. I could have killed him. Okay, that was alright. Oh good, the paladin that took most of the hits was not in this guy's army, because I'm pretty sure he's going to have to fight more battles. Yeah. Okay, except now... Okay. Yeah, it's pulling in all my troops. Alright. I didn't think it worked this way. I think it's got something to do with the city siege making things weird. Yeah. Why am I losing a legendary rank? I don't like losing a legendary rank guy. I'll just do this one myself. It shouldn't take long. Not in a fight like this. That's kind of silly. Almost should have maybe had this be a one-on-one with just the tougher units. Like, instead of letting the guys that are beat up come in here and get beat up even more. Let's take you here and you here. I think if we can get that group healed, we should be fine. And I'll kind of try to speed run through this fight, because this one shouldn't really be that hard. So one of the things that kind of sucks about this build is it really hurts to lose high-ranked units. So you end up doing battles like this to save units that you normally wouldn't really care that much about. Alright. And we got a regen going. I think this is also pulling in, like, one of Red's remaining stacks. But I think we already fought the big ones. Okay, this guy can just go get the party started, because he's a free combat summon. Actually, I'm going to put you there, so you're guarding both of those kind of injured guys. I guess we can do like a little flank up the top side too, just for the fun of it. And you guys mostly sit back and chill. There's no reason to get in this fight and get yourselves hurt. I'm gonna drop that right there. And maybe use this one to take out walls. Actually, they don't really have much left in terms of walls. Just hit that guy because we can. Ouch. Could do without the stuns and nasty AoEs. Alright. You messed with the wrong guy. Just get off of me. If I can set this up right, I can get another big hit with this guy. Yeah, I'm just gonna do that. Oh wait, no, that's not quite set up the way I thought it would be. I forgot, this is like a weird cone. I think this might be a better angle. No. Not really. I mean, it still hits a lot of them, so I'll go ahead and take it. Alright, get into the fight fast. And these guys are still yellows, I think? Yeah. So they're gonna have Legion of Zeal, so I'm better off just running in and attacking with this guy. And they stunned one of my archers. And they stunned this paladin. Do I want to undo that? I think I'm gonna unstun the paladin. And I've activated Domain of Mayhem in doing so. I kind of want him to go back here and keep that shield unit from... Yes, I know Domain of Mayhem is active. Keep that shield unit from causing more problems. Oh, actually, we can just kill that. Not shield unit. Battle mage unit. Just kill them. I could heal somebody. Let's heal you. If I heal you and pull you over here, that removes the... Oh no, actually better with you, because that removes the stun, and then you can port forward right here and shoot that guy up before he attacks my fallen angel there. And then I can actually get you in here. And I'll protect the fallen angel. And then you can just go generally sit there on defense. Okay, I think that's pretty good. The fairy can't really help anybody right now. I'm fine with the way that is. Would you knock it off? Get out of here. You know what? Matter of fact, you come down here and, actually, you teleport down here. So you get 3 shots. There we go. That gets Fflammych out of the fight. I want to shoot this one, but I got other units in the way. If I run around, I can hit him in the back. You know what? I'm going to have these guys go after the ones that are further back. You can go after him. Yeah, you go after him. Especially him, actually, because these guys are annoying and they'll heal other stuff. So I definitely want to keep the pressure on them. Okay, let's go ahead and take you out. And you can move here and pretty freely shoot this guy. No crit. Okay, that's fine. So I kill you. That opens up this guy to damaging the light spirit, and then they can finish him off. I think I've still got a little bit of movement left. Nope, that skirmisher might live one more turn, but we're gonna debuff them anyway. Never mind, we got the crit. There we go. Easy fight, no reason to lose a... Oh, Fflammych's dead. Just like that, I didn't even have to move into the city. Now, does Nykareth keep attacking? They still had a big army up there. We accomplished our main objective. What are you doing? You managed to get your ally killed, so I hope you're proud of yourself. Independents are moving. That army is just kind of standing around, not really sure what to do. I guess they're trying to capture my outpost, most likely. Okay, we did have these guys jump into attack. I'm glad I moved all those troops down. I'm going to auto-combat this. If I lose some skeletons, I don't think I'm going to worry about it, but we'll see how it goes. No, they handled themselves fine. Will the other one attack? Some random independents down here. Okay. That's fine. Should probably burn down Dragwell while I'm here, I guess. In fact, I could just leave this army over here and burn some other city-states down that are causing me trouble. Holy crap. I got stuff. Staff of Frost. Is any of this useful? Just quick overview. Fiend Slaying stuff. Pistol and Sword. Decaying Corruptor and Orb with Splitterling Infection. Which can be pretty nice. And then a good charge attack thing for a mounted unit with chain damage. I guess I'll just take it, figure out what I want to get rid of later. Undead Slayer Orb, that doesn't really help me. None of these guys are undead, so I'm going to disenchant that. And we will hold a parade, which gets me the Imperium that I need to upgrade all my troops. Yeah, definitely holding the parade here. And then I'm going to take that. Actually, this is a great time for this. Wait, hang on. Maybe I want to attack... Okay, yellow fell back, which means I can keep this siege going. Although they can reach me in a couple turns if they want to, but for now I think I'm safe. Alright, so I want to attack these guys here. These troops are all fully healed because they were in friendly territory. I'm going to drop a quick save here because that was a lot of fighting. First I want to deal with this little nuisance down here. So we'll do that. Auto combat. Likely pull in another skeleton stack, that's fine. Reflecting shield. Damage reflection's pretty good, but I think I needed defensive masters on my shield. So I'm going to disenchant that equipment. I did get better boots. Let me go ahead and equip those on whichever hero needed them. I think what I was going to put those on the charge attack guy, unless he already has a pair. Actually, excuse me, I think, yeah, he does not. Okay, we're going to give him those. I might make another pair of those because I have a lot of heroes on foot that would probably benefit from them. And eventually that cleric's going to be on foot. Well, no, no, if they have a shield and sword, they could be mounted. Genghis could use a pair of shoes. Genghis could use a few different things. Already got him a pretty good bow. I might just give him shoes with the... Genghis really doesn't have very good armor, so I might just whip up a pair of boots for him that just buff his defense and resistance. Did I scroll past the shoes already? No, there they are. Yeah, so he doesn't really need the movement stuff because he's got a horse. So I'm going to give him probably plus... you can give him 2 defense. I can't give him the extra resistance because I don't have the magic materials for it. Hang on, mark all as seen so this menu stops lagging. We'll take 2 defense, fine. We'll take... Actually, hang on. 2 defense is 2. Let's take hit points. Yeah, and then 2 defense and 1 resistance. Or we could do status resistance. We do a little bit of everything, actually. If I took... plus 5 HP, I could do then 2 defense, 1 resistance, 1 status resistance, just generally... generally protection, so we're gonna call it protective boots. There we go. Boots. And those will be for Genghis Khan. Fflammych is defeated, hooray! And Yellow backed off over here. I think they got a little nervous seeing what happened with their other army down there, which gives me time to kind of retool these armies. I definitely want that Balor in here. Just got to figure out who I'm going to replace him with. Most likely we'll probably replace him with that archer there. Genghis himself is an archer, so he can kind of fill that role. And we'll take out the only archer. Well, actually, we'll do this. I want Genghis Khan to come up to where this war camp is, so these armies can heal as fast as possible. Yeah, actually this tile there works as long as the Balor can make it. Yo, Balor, there you are. Yeah, go here. Then Genghis, drop everyone but this high-leveled archer there. You go there. Then this guy can go back to the capital for now until I figure out what I'm going to do with him. Actually, I think I've got an extra spot over there. Yeah. Go chill with them. And then I can take this really good archer along with the injured group here. And they should patch up to near full health, yeah, in that war camp right there in a single turn. Then Cleric's armies find the way they are. We got a spare spellcaster guy here. I think what I'm going to do with some of these random extras, for the moment I'll leave them in my town just so they're getting some passive XP gain. I'm also going to move my skeletons back into my city for the time being. just so that they are getting some passive XP gain. I'll have them pop out when there's something that I want them to fight, so that they don't get caught off guard. I'd rather have them just gaining XP because they're still pretty useless right now, but they'll level up fast in here. Well, maybe not that fast. I guess if random armies come in, they can pop out and get them. So, let's see. These guys are kind of beat up. I'd like to get them up to this province here because they'll regenerate faster if they're close to that war camp.
Huh?
And how about the rest of you guys? These are still all mostly just extras for the group fighting Fflammych. I do want to get the Titan involved in this. We can probably drop one of those lieutenants and replace him with the Titan. Yeah. Matter of fact, I think we get rid of this one here. I'm thinking I actually kind of want the Titan to be in her group, but he doesn't get the benefits. Well, I guess she's also got that magma spirit in there. I think we'll drop the magma spirit, take it out of her group, and give that to one of these guys. Yeah, we'll drop the lieutenant from here. You can go back for now. The magma spirit can go there, and I want you with her group, keeping that ritualist alive. And then we've got walls. Do we have walls here? No, we don't have walls here yet. I got the work camp. I think oh yeah, because I wanted to get a teleporter here. Now let's get palisade walls. And now that we've got full places for these guys to heal, I can basically move all these armies up. I think these are the unfaithful ones. So I'll keep them like right here. Oh wait, no, I do want them there because they can help protect the frontliners. So I'll just remember this line here is the unfaithful group, and then these guys aren't really needed at the moment, so I guess they can come back. I guess I could drop an archer from this group because they're looking a little heavy on the archers, and we'll put this lieutenant with them. And I'm gonna have them go back for now. The rest of them can stay where they are. We'll keep that siege active. Then I gotta figure out what I do down here. So these guys here, I think what I'm gonna do, because they're a little beat up after all that, right? I could do a pretty big counterattack on yellow, I'm thinking. And what I could do is, since I need to use it anyway before the next update, Rite of the Enduring Duty gives everyone a rank and full heals. And then I could counterattack yellow and wipe them out of this area. I think that seems like a pretty good idea. So, let me hop back down here. It's like all that's really down here is just random NPC armies, and then I can take the city and start raising it, which I'm going to do for sure. Yeah, I think this is the right time. So we will go ahead and drop this and get a rank on everybody, which is huge. And now look at all those legendaries. Beautiful. Okay. Then I move. How far can you go? Plenty far enough to reach them. I'm not sure about the ones on the other side of the mountain, so the mountains are kind of in the way. But we can definitely take out a chunk of them. I think what I'll do, since the mountains are slowing down the units in the front anyway, I'll use the army in the back to start this raise, and then they can follow this group up. I am going to attack probably here. Yeah. And send them up. Actually, what I might do is take out this 3 stack along the way. should probably get... Okay, you won't be able to move that far. Get out here. I think you can still do this and be involved in everything else that I'm doing. Because that is a road there, right? That's a road, and this is a road. Okay. I'm just gonna not cast spells, because it'll probably screw something up. Oh, that actually worked out nicely. This unit got in the way and prevented the army from moving over there. I don't need this unit, so goodbye. Then we move... this is all cliffs and stuff. Oh, that's a road, technically. Okay. Take advantage of that, and then I can wipe out most of the rest of this army. We'll take the larger group there. And I will use spells for this fight, but I think this should be a pretty easy one compared to what these guys just fought. This will also clear these guys off my outpost. Perfect, okay. And we'll dismiss them. Alright, this is my outpost, leave it alone. In fact, I'm going to try to take over that serpent cavern here shortly. Probably we'll go with the... Let's get the walls up first. I got a random monk out of that. Sorry, buddy, we don't really need monks. Oh, hey, I can get another... I can grab the rest of these guys. There is a road going through here, I just couldn't see it. Please don't lose somebody in this fight. That would be very annoying. Hey, hero level. Alright, cool. Don't need the Dawn Defender. And then you leveled up. Let's get you something nice. So, oh, killing momentum. Here we go. Alright, I've been looking forward to that for a while. Already know exactly what I'm doing with you. Do you have it? Do I have a tier 4? Primary, yes. I can't sort this menu by tier, which would be nice if I could. Do I have a tier 4 charge attack thing? I've got the Arcfire Bloodletter, but I guess we'll just leave him with this for now. I kind of like how that has displace and replace. Although I think that would be on this too, wouldn't it? No, maybe not. Maybe that is specific to this axe. If I mean, I'll be able to see if I go like that. No, the axe has displace and replace. I'll hit cancel. I'm gonna leave him with a two-hander. I just might make him a better one eventually. Okay, and then you guys are... 2, 3. I think I need to move... I want to move them back one. They're actually a little vulnerable, but I think I've killed everything in the area, so they should be okay. And that city is being burned down. That should complete on the next turn. I don't think anyone can interrupt that. That fight out there with finishing off Fflammych was the and having to deal with Yell at the same time was by far the thing I was most worried about in this episode, so I'm glad that panned out. Who is this? This is my defender. Who I think I gave the defensive master shield. No, I gave him... No, he doesn't have a defensive master shield yet. What was I thinking? Who did I give that to? Or I was talking about making that for the cleric. Okay. We're not quite there yet. I guess I'm making Genghis's boots first. For some reason, I was thinking I already had one. It's been a couple weeks since I played, so I tend to forget what was going on. This guy may not need it, though. He can get there on his own. I could give him a shield that does something else, or just straight up polearm. Yeah, we'll work our way down this side path over here. Do I want to get one of these order ones so he's not dealing with faithful problems? What is this? Keeper's Mark. Corruptible Spirit. It would have to be the initiative order. He probably would be better off. Adept of Chaos. So if I... Hang on. What if I re-rolled? No, his skill, I've already re-rolled him once. Alright, we're just gonna go with the Chaos stuff. Yeah, just go with the crits. That's what we've been doing, and it's been working. That's pretty good, but I think I still want to focus on getting defensive masters first. Just give him more defensive perks, make him more of a tank. Okay, what does Genghis's army want to do? I think that Genghis's army should ride north and cut off potential reinforcements. Why are they so slow? Oh, I had these guys positioned here to heal, but then I triggered the thing that heals me. So they all can move forward. They don't need to wait here. So I'm going to have Genghis's army go up north and maybe bypass Promisal entirely and take the fight straight to yellow. The question is, Taina's still over here somewhere, gray, and they're probably going to show up behind me at a really annoying time. Maybe Genghis's army should focus on them while everybody else kind of holds the line. We'll see what yellow does on the next turn, and then what they do may determine what I do. Also, I have this random archer that somehow survived just being left as bait for yellow. They did not take the bait. I will use them to capture and release this. And then probably head back. And then there's my scout. Never did get around to... Where was it? There's a umbral entrance somewhere around here that had a good spot for a sanctuary outpost down it, and I don't remember where it was. It's like, I know it's right in front of me somewhere. It was right here. It is. Yeah, I wanted to go down there and do stuff, but never managed to get a hero down there. And now it's kind of starting to look like I may never have a hero down this way. In another 15 turns, I get a new one, so there's that at least. Temple of the Exalted is not nothing. I mean, let's see. Show Tome Library. I could get the Blood Exarchs too, but they're not really a crucial part of my build, so I don't really care that much. Might be worth looking at what they can do though, but let me hang on. Hide Tome Library. Let me look at my tome, or filtered by my tomes, because I wanted to see if I got everything from Tome of Exaltation that I wanted. No, not really. Resurrect unit. It would be nice to have. The other two don't really matter that much. Temple of the Exalted doesn't hurt, but it doesn't help either. I guess income from governors in this city is doubled, but again, I don't really need income. I have one of the strongest economies I've ever had in Age of Wonders, and I've got it with one city. I think that I probably want Resurrect unit, because that can be handy. What do these guys do again? Do they have anything that buffs tier 3s? I think it does. Yeah. Currently tier 3 or higher against Blood of the Exarch. That's pretty good. I think we might grab these guys and maybe make one or two of them. Let's do that. And they are tier 4s, I think, so I can make more of them. I think they're tier 4s. Are they tier 5s? I don't remember. They are tier 5s, okay. I was thinking, if they're a tier 4, they seem like a pretty good tier 4. Kind of reminds me of Age of Wonders 3 with the... I don't know how many of you played that, but there was a unit that the rogues could get, Shadow Stalkers, and they were... Back in Age of Wonders 3, there were no tier 5s. It only went up to tier 4, but Shadow Stalkers were a tier 3, but they were so freaking good. They were basically like a tier 4. It was like a tier 3.5. I don't really know where I want this scout to go. I mean, ideally, probably just taking over random ancient wonders and stuff, but I don't even see any of those around, so I might just have him go chill in the capital until I figure out what I want. Actually, you know what? I kind of want to explore down here. I've been wanting to see what's down that cave for a while now. All right, one more turn and Promise All goes down. We got our armies all ready to go. These guys are patching up after a busy day of fighting. And we got Ascended Warriors ready to go, which I should probably start casting after I'm done summoning that Fallen Angel. It's blinding speed, okay. Holy crap, I have so many notifications about heroes being captured. Rolling the Gruff gained a level of renown. That was my charge guy, I think. Yeah, cool. I still need to get him to slay a ruler. I didn't think about that, but if I could have gotten the kill with on Fflammych with him, that would have been nice. I'll try to keep an eye out for opportunities in the future. Essence of Gold, Essence of Production. I'm not going to renew those because I'm kind of trying to wrap up what I'm doing with this city here. Okay. And the main thing that I'm waiting on is those haste berries. I could hasten the production of them, but I just spent a crap ton of Imperium, so I'm probably going to wait. Yeah. Alright, I think we're at the end of the turn here. I'm pretty sure I can safely end it. Let me drop a quick save and... yeah, it doesn't look like yellow's gonna... Maybe they'll make another push. It's mostly just kind of seeing what yellow does at this point, but like these armies here are now just absolutely stacked. It also was kind of nice getting the Balor first, I guess, because he benefited from that extra promotion level. It's not much, but the one that I really would have liked to have gotten is this Materium one right here, Right of the Dreadnought. That would have been really nice to get before they reworked the Empire Affinity tree, but unfortunately I'm not gonna. There's 74 turns until available because my Materium income is not great, so won't be able to pick that one up. But it was a nice thought, I guess. Yeah, I'm thinking I really want to just charge Tana and knock her out of the game. And Tana might still be reeling a bit from taking some pretty massive losses when they tried to interfere with my siege of the Teal Dragon. It is sort of handy now that I can kind of start dropping these outposts everywhere and getting random little teleporters all over the place. I feel like that's going to be pretty useful moving forward. Nobody ever cleared this. It's not worth clearing at this point. Oh, I forgot about the sacrifice population in Karakorum. Oh, there goes another one of the cataclysms. So they're down to 29, but I'll be back up to 30 before long. In fact, it would only take like one pillage to get me back up to 30. A little late for that though, since I'm just going to raise this city. Okay. Probably any option that gives me Imperium is probably what I want at this point. Yeah, absolutely. We take the Imperium here. Okay. And then that city is just gonna keep doing what it's doing. Don't have a reason to change their behavior. Yellow really hightailed it out of here. Completely abandoning their friends over here. I can take this fight. This should be a pretty easy fight, because the game underestimates how good my units are based on their transformation aesthetics. So I'm going to do an auto combat, and this should be fairly smooth. That's fine. Except that he's... You know what? At this stage of the game, I don't think it's worth the time. Magma Elemental ran away, but he'll come back. I think he's actually in friendly territory, too. So he'll just stay there. I'm not going to waste everyone's time over one paladin. It's fine. Even though he was very highly promoted. I'm just kind of too lazy for it. I don't think I need either of these. Just disenchant those. And we just need to get a replacement paladin up there. In fact, we have one ready to go. And since these guys can't really move anyway, you could just slide right in there. I might want to move you up one space so you guys... Oh wait, no, they'll help with this fight. Yeah, just do this. No spells in this one, we're fine. The magma elemental ran away again. Okay, and then we got an archer that I don't need. The reason I'm getting rid of them is because they don't have faithful. Only the units produced in my capital have faithful and are protected against the cleansing flames that I'm kind of leaning into. And then I'm going to raise that and send her back. They're all gonna heal, and then I'm gonna have these guys go. Yeah, they'll just pile up like this. It's fine. As long as everyone's protecting everyone, that's what's important. Everyone's in range to protect everyone else. That'll work. They'll patch up. And Genghis Khan, I think, is going to go pay Taina a little visit. So I don't want her on my back for the rest of the game. She's already interfered once, and I have not forgotten. I believe this army should be sufficient for dealing with her. Yeah, those armies are stacked. Alright, how's these guys doing over here? The champions of last turn. What do I want to do with them now? I'm pretty sure yeah, that city's gone. I don't need you. Even though you are kind of a cool unit. It's got super growth. This guy's pretty beefy. You know what? You can become one of the honorable extras. And I'll send you back to my capital for now, mostly just because I don't know what to do with you. But, oh, hey, there's guys standing on top of that. Oh, that's annoying. There's a lot of crap down here. You know, one thing these guys could do that would be kind of interesting is I could try to deal with this faded region and see what that's all about. It might be fun. Yeah, I could do that. I think they might need to patch up a little bit first, but I mean, why not? I'm already right out here next to it with an outpost for healing. Let's get you back. Alright, you know what? Don't have anything better for you to... Oh, you can't get that. You know what? Just run around down here and explore, and if you die, you die. It's fine. But yeah, I kind of want to go see what that's all about. My army's probably strong enough to deal with that. Okay, let's get you guys into friendly territory. Then attack. Let's do a quick auto. Keep getting random extras that I don't need. I actually need to be mindful of the the work camp there, or where the walls are going to be, because I don't want units getting caught in awkward positions like I did in the last episode. You know what? Actually, I kind of want you guys to switch places. That group goes there. This group goes here. Because they'll be fully healed. These guys might have to stick around in the outpost for a little while. Matter of fact, they could go there, because then it doesn't matter if they're behind the walls. As long as I have 3 stacks that are outside the walls, they'll be fine. Alright, and then where were you guys going? These were other random extras. You were going to go explore the cave. What do we have down here? They want to eliminate the source of contamination in hope of eradicating it. So it's a fractured... Oh, this is another fractured... Granted the excavation skill, which will enhance your empire. Do I not have that already? I guess I'd probably never unlocked it. This basically is nothing. I mean, I'll take this. I'm going to take this option because it gets me... This gets me... it blocks production, which doesn't matter for a turn. But it gets me a skill that would normally require me to spend Imperium to get. So this is kind of like taking Imperium. And then I guess I'm supposed to dig around down here until I find all that stuff. I mean, that's something for any extra units to do. Might be kind of interesting. I'll have the scout ride around and see what I can find down here. I mean, the scout himself could dig, so maybe I'll have him do that. But yeah, there's definitely something interesting going on down there. Could be something for these guys to do. The extras that I didn't have a job for otherwise. Yeah, you know what? Let's go check out. Let's go mess with some of these faded regions since they're very conveniently kind of close to me. I may as well. And then I already know these guys are all faithful, so I'm going to send them up to help with the main fighting. And these guys, the extra unfaithful group, will. I could get even more up there. Hang on. I'm a little heavy on the archers here, but could get another one in with them. And technically have another stack over here, which may be getting a little bit overkill, but I'm okay with that. The more the merrier. Okay, I'm going to have everybody else probably hold position where they are this turn. So they get some healing. They really need some healing. Got Summon Blood Exarch done. Keeper's Mark does not help me. Revenant Whispers actually kind of does. Yeah, that's useful. Or, well, I should say it's something I can use. It's mostly I don't have a lot of great options, so because I can't make use of unit enchantments and transformations, so I may as well get Fervorous Disciple now with my Cleric, since I'm kind of going to take them down towards... They can't actually get Defensive Master here, but they're eventually going to have a Defensive Master shield, so... Speaking of which, oh yeah, we'll finish Genghis's boost first, but I really meant to get that shield. Problem is, being off for 1 week, I forget enough, but 2 weeks is even worse, so... Province is being pillaged, Cataclysm is struck, that's fine, we know about all that. I don't really care about that. They can pillage my stuff if they want. Alright, I believe we proceed to the next turn. I'm probably on my way out here. I'm going to sort of scout out where their city is, and then probably want to make an outpost over there somewhere with a teleporter so that I can start moving around the map faster. now that we have to cover a lot more territory to kill the remaining enemies. This whole thing with Fflammych was annoying. He should have been dead like 2 episodes ago, but I had to have this whole field trip out here to go hunt him down. I guess the other question is, do I want to get an outpost out here? Or, I mean, do I want to get a teleporter out here, or do I want to annex the Serpent Cavern? Either one's probably fine. I think maybe I want to take the Serpent Cavern just because the more affinity I can get, the better, because I'm kind of interested in what sort of options are in the new Empire affinity tree. And the next episode that I play will be after the patch, so I will get to engage with a lot of that new content. Fingers crossed, hoping that the patch doesn't goof this game up somehow. There's a city ruins in there too that I just noticed. This place looks cool. So are I think the 3 locations I need to hit are all kind of within range where I could get to all of them on a single turn, pretty much. Nykareth is moving now. Hopefully they don't have as much to move. They seem to be active over here, though. They're doing something. But I'm not really scared of Nykareth now, after the just absolute beating that I gave them on the last turn, or a couple turns ago. I guess I should still probably have a healthy respect for them, but I think this army is strong enough to hold their own. So I'm going to go ahead and try to do the Faded Region stuff anyway. The walls are going to come online just in time here. It'll prevent these little random units from getting in here and causing trouble. Take the work camp, and let's go ahead and mess with one of these things and see how it goes. I'm going to bring up more. I have no idea what this is going to do, so it's probably going to be like a choice thing. Maybe kind of like how the Trinity Island thing works, but we'll see. These guys can stay here. They're protected behind the walls now, so. There we go. Take that. And I am getting a call from an unrecognized number. That can go away. Alright. What do I want to do with you guys? Guess you guys are just extras.
Huh.
Okay, city ruins are gone. I got an extra unit here. Don't need you. Goodbye. I think the next thing I want to do is move Genghis. I want to see what Tana's got over here, because that's going to help me plan for whatever comes next. And there is some units over here. Probably should just build outposts wherever I can. Even though this may not be closest to the city center, it is what I can reach on this turn. That's uninhabitable, actually, so I kind of have to build the outposts here. Yeah. Oh, wait. I can't... Oh, it's because of this city ruins here. It's preventing me from making one. Well, that's too bad. I might have to go over there. I think one of these other groups could reach over here. Yeah, let's do that. There we go. That'll work. I really need to do better about cleaning up after myself. So I keep leaving city ruins lying everywhere. Can't quite make it to that tile, but maybe I can take it with a work camp. And for now, go here. Everybody is protected by each other, so I should be fine. I could have this guy dig the wall out. Now that I have excavation, I can start making tunnels down here. Alright, let's see what this is all about. Okay, Phantom Hills, repurposed constructs. There's machines out here, carefully serving from a distance, blurry movements with the metallic carcasses of war golems. A sand scorpion comes forward aggressively. So I have to deal with I have to determine how to deal with the sand scorpions and the war golems. I mean, I could do this and salvage the war golem. I could do this. Oh, it's 100% chance. Success chance. Yeah, just do that, I guess. If I can avoid a fight, it's probably worth it. Okay, didn't I get a war golem out of that? Said I was gonna get one. Says the war golems are ready to be employed. Maybe I have to finish the rest of this first. Not really sure what exactly that meant, unless it put it somewhere else in my empire. Really hope yellow doesn't come interfere with what I'm doing over here, because I kind of want to see how this plays out. Okay, Genghis's group is fine for now. These guys are going to go underground and see what's going on down here. Maybe I could get 2 faded regions cleared at once. That would be nice. First off, let's have this scout go a bit further. How long does this road go? Okay, this is all rock walls. Yeah, so I think I kind of went the wrong way with him. That's a dead end. So I need to find the dirt walls down there and dig those out. It's kind of hard to tell. Okay, that's dirt wall. So let's go dig that. And then you guys come down here and join them. We'll see what they find. And here's a good question. I'm not really sure what I want to do with this group right here. Because if I move any further in this direction, I think I risk winding up overextending myself and getting surrounded. Because I've got Rachek up here, Noctis is still back there somewhere, and we've got Yellow. And I know Yellow's got an army around here somewhere. So they could do one of 2 things, the way I see it. Assuming I don't move directly at the enemy. They could either go support Genghis, who might need it if Yellow interferes and tries to save Taina. Or they could hold this position and prevent anything from coming directly at my capital from where the bulk of the enemy units are. I am kind of leaning towards the hold position idea. They could also clear the way for my capital to move forward, which I'm not sure where I'll put it, but it'll probably be somewhere around here. Might even take this tile right where that cave entrance is, or somewhere close to it. I may want to clear the city ruins. I could probably start clearing those now. And then maybe I could get another outpost set up. Just not where my capital is going to be. This would actually be a nice spot for an outpost, I think, because it's next to this, or it's also next to a gold mine. So I could either put a teleporter on the gold mine, which would be pretty close to the enemy, or I could grab that and get a little extra Imperium. I think I kind of want to put an outpost up there, because I also have the Silver Tongue fruit, which, to be honest, I don't know that I need. I already have 2 of them. I think at the very least, probably doesn't hurt. Well, actually, these guys, now that the more that I look at it, they kind of just need to heal, really. because they're all beat up. Yeah, let's let them rest for a turn before I have them do anything crazy. I'll go ahead and have these guys start working on getting rid of the city ruins. That's fine. Can send a couple others out there to help guard. And I might move them back and put her here. There we go. That works for now, while they patch up. I guess they don't really need to do a whole lot of anything. And then I'm thinking I may want to send one extra group out in Genghis's direction, just so they have some backup troops. I just hope they don't get intercepted along the way. They'll probably be okay, but I don't know. There's a lot of roads there that Yellow could come running down on. I think for now, Genghis is going to have to operate on their own. But if I can get an outpost and teleporter set up, then I could use that to move units around easier. Genghis's army is tough as nails, so they should be okay for now. I'm just going to put the skeletons on hold in there and let them just stack XP. We got another archer making their way back. They could run into units that are pillaging stuff along the way, but we'll see. I'll try to avoid them if I can. Revenant Whispers is done. Empowered Strikes, Rebel Sword. None of those help me. Let's try to get Resurrect. See if I can get that to pop up. Does this help me at all? It's technically a unit enchantment. Okay, so that doesn't help me. Those are all unit enchantments. Gift of the Old Blood, I think, is a race transformation. Come on, give me Resurrect. Don't really need Temple of the Exalted. It's better than nothing, I guess, but no, I want Resurrect. Give. There we go. And do I want to make a watchtower out here? It doesn't hurt. Why not? I've got money. This would be my ritualist who just ranked up. They already got Rite of Restoration, so they got most of the good stuff that I wanted. I'm going to do Restore Strength so that they can also give it AoE Strengthened, which is pretty nice. I like that. And Summon Fallen Angel is ready. Where do I want to put this? You know, I think actually this army probably. Let's get them a Battle Mage. Them or Genghis. Because, like, I'm thinking I drop this guy, actually, and get another Fallen Angel out here. Because these guys have to operate pretty independently.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I think I drop the Vigil and get the Fallen Angel out here. Okay, so what I can do is, and somebody might try to attack this Vigil, but if they, I'll get it on the next turn. I'll get it on the next turn and just get the Vigil out of here. We've got Consecrating Our Firestorm ready. I kind of want to, see, I want to summon that so that it can start leveling up. But I don't have anywhere safe to put that Vigil, and I don't want to split these armies up in a funny way. You know what? Let's just get him in the field. I kind of want to make these stacks out here essentially unkillable. Oh no, it reduced my mana income for 3 turns. But now I have another Fallen Angel, and I might even get, I think I'm going to put a, where's the, because I wanted to start on summoning the Blood Exarch. And just get one of them. Yeah. Let's get one of them. I'm losing souls per turn now. I guess we'll just have to, you know, get more from the enemies. Okay, domain's been invaded. That's fine. Not worried about that. Let's go to the next turn and keep... I'm really curious about these, like what I get from doing these faded regions. And I'm actually going to knock 2 or 3 of them out, it looks like. The other one's like way far away from me, though. It's like way up here. I don't think I would get to that until after fighting Noctis, and that would basically be the end of the game. Alright, Taina's moving. Are you going to do anything about me amassing troops on your borders? Yeah, they're moving units around over there, but nothing yet. Nothing substantial. I wonder if I could... I wonder if it would be wise for me to go out there and attack them. So I'm probably walking into a spelljammer. I normally am. Yeah, at this stage of the game, I probably should just assume alt enemy territory has spelljammers, I suppose. Although it is only turn 88, it honestly feels like we're deeper into this game than turn 88. How am I doing on my hasteberry down here? 7 turns remaining before I can move my capital. Because I really, that's kind of the next big thing, is moving my capital, I think, right slap in the center of the map to give me more ability to stretch out and grab territory from the enemies. I'm kind of thinking that tile right there is probably where I'm going to settle. That seems like a good central location. Alright, any movement out of Nykareth. If I see Nykareth anywhere, it'll probably be somewhere near Genghis, moving down towards my capital, or operating out here somewhere by this faded region. It's a little bit of a shame that they ran away with that whole extra army they had over here. I kind of would have liked to have just taken the army out that Nykareth had in the northwest, but they sort of just abandoned ship. Alright. Day 89. Okay, so... Yep, basically just need to keep digging. That's going on down here. There's that cave, here we go. Uncovered old city ruins. Looks like... Is there a path I can follow around? Oh wait, I can go through this. What is... Okay, so I can apparently pass right through that. Oh, what do we have here? Is this something I need to fight?
Mm-hmm.
Looks like it is. Alright. Wow, I didn't even take a scratch. Perfect. I don't need you. Please leave. Need you to go here and dig that one, so we can dig 2 on this turn. I could almost dig 3, actually. Yeah, could I do that from here? Everybody's protected. Yep. Let's just dig all of that out. Alright, and then I'll have this guy go see where this takes him. I'm probably going to walk right under an enemy capital city with that poor guy. Okay, so I didn't get attacked out here, which is nice. I can send this thing back. I can technically reach that teleporter and get back into friendly territory, so let's do that. Now we have a much stronger, what is effectively a battle mage. I think I called these guys a battle mage earlier. They're not technically a battle mage, but they sure act a lot like battle mages. Now, let's go ahead and get a work camp set up. And then the next question is, do I want to do a preemptive strike here and run at Tana? The answer is probably yes, but it kind of depends on what they've got. Let's shortcut, excuse me, shortcut across this. Let's see what Genghis can see. Okay, so we can see their army out here, and they have a weakness, but only if I can get behind it. Yeah, that's quite a big army. I think what I'm going to do is back up into friendly territory and see if they attack me or mess up their formation. Because right now I don't have a very good... Ooh, well, hang on. We might have something there if I circle around. Ah, so many ironclads, though. My gosh. I'm just fighting tanks. I think, actually, I probably want to take this. As long as they've got that 2-stack back there, I think my odds are pretty good. It's ironclads. I would just need to kind of get in their face, but heck, I think I might not get a... If I back up and let them attack me, the advantage is that I'll heal between turns, but the disadvantage is that I'm going to have to fight more units at once. So, I think we go for this. Yep. Sorry, Tana. We need to get some good old-fashioned revenge here. Okay, low-risk battle, and I think the odds are even more in my favor when you consider transformation ascetics, or ascetics. Probably isn't being accounted for in that. So this should be a pretty easy victory. Although, with that many ironclads, I wouldn't be surprised if they still take out one or two things. Like a hero, for example. That's really annoying. Alright, fine. You can't kill my heroes. That's not okay. In fact, I don't think any units in these stacks are expendable. These are like the best of the best, so I need to keep all these guys alive. I'm pretty sure I can still weaken those ironclads with the fallen angels, right? I think I can. Yeah, I probably want to do that. I'm going to be aggressive here and just run up and weaken them. In fact, I'm going to do this. Really mess them up. An aggressive opening move, but if you can weaken things before they can hit you, you take less damage. Also, I can use him to give them a little bit of extra protection. So we're just going to get this fight started real quick. I'll have Genghis positioned back here behind the shield. I'm not going to do anything with him yet, because I know he's kind of a little weak. And the whole other army is down there. I think we isolate these groups. Yeah, everybody go this way. I'm going to isolate these true groups, and then the others will have to catch up. Kind of starting to see how he died. Yeah, he probably just ran straight at that wall of tanks. Oh, there's a destabilized mana core above my head. Let's not stand in that. Okay, first things first, my Balor is stunned. And so is the Fallen Angel, actually. I could cleanse... I could get rid of that with my Cleric. Because I have cleanse. Is there anything else free action-wise I should do? I might give the Balor a touch of grace. But that's actually literally a touch ability, so I can't, because I can't reach him. Alright, well, we'll just have to make do with this. I'm gonna put you here. You do the cleanse on this guy. And then I want Mantra Purification on the Balor, so he can move out of that. And I got the backfire gave me casting points, so that's kind of nice. Then I can move up here and just start wrecking things with him. In fact, I'm probably going to have him go, maybe have him go all the way around and get behind the tank so it can't shoot as effectively. I think just for now, putting him here on defense is actually probably good enough. I don't want to be too risky with the Balor. And then you, I just need to get out of the blast range on that thing. There we go. This doesn't put me in defense mode or anything, does it? Okay. It does not. Let's go up and do a smite here. Actually, better idea is to go here and smite the Berserker. If I can manage to get his health down, that would be really nice, because it would prevent him from, or I could like basically get him to burn his steadfast now. Could I get a lucky shot or even just a graze? No. Alright. You should step out of that. Do I have anyone that can break that guy's guard? You could. You might not even need to use your sprint to do it either. If I move you there... Nah, he does still need to use a sprint. That's fine. I kind of want to get rid of this thing. Go ahead and smite him. There we go. And I don't think you're going to make it through all of that, so I'm just going to... I'm going to have Genghis... Actually, I might have Genghis teleport here. Yeah. I'll have him go ahead and use his phase to go here, where he's going to have pretty good shots on... Well, actually, I take that back. His shots are not that great. I could make him have another unit go a second time, though. Maybe if I want to be aggressive with that Balor... You know what? I'm going to do Inferno Brand on this guy so that when he dies, it spawns the puppies. Inferno puppies. I think that's what this does, right? Inferno Brand. When this unit dies, it turns into an Inferno puppy under enemy control. We're going to get puppies. And then Genghis can make him go again. So his back isn't turned. In fact, I might have him go ahead and attack, depending on what this hero can do. Can't do a lot. Alright. Maybe actually he goes back here and... You know what? I like this better. Just sit back there. I do want to make sure he's getting kills, so using power from slaughter is kind of important. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this poison there, so that they can run through there on the next turn if they need to. And then we need to use these other units to kind of form a defensive wall over here, which, actually I'm going to do it like that. Put the archers on the lucky spot. Lucky clovers or whatever they are. Okay. I think we've got this pretty well covered. Nobody takes damage from that. That sure is a lot easier to avoid when you're not pinned in a corner on the map between two mountains. like what happened the last time I fought Tana. Alright, I think the next thing I want to do is get units all over those things. Or run further away and draw them into a trap. Actually, either of those is a good option, I think. Alright, now if I can, I want to make sure this guy is getting kills. So I'm going to have him probably go after this hero with some help from... Let's see, you can't really get through there right now. Clear him out. Let's see, if I move you up, move you here, I think he's... Why can you not hit anything? I think it's just this hero is very evasive. Yeah, kind of need melee to get out there and hit him. Unfortunately, I blocked my melee from being able to get out there and help him. So that's unfortunate. I really would like to kill that hero on this turn, but I don't think I can. Alright, well, we'll have Genghis, let's see, can you get a kill here? No, just use snapshot, maybe you'll get lucky. No, I didn't get lucky. Alright, take this. I think he'll kill him with splash damage, yep. I believe I can finish this thing off with you. There we go. Then maybe now is a good time for my cleric to buff everyone. Hey, you know what? Why not? Should have done that at the beginning of the turn. Oh well. I'm gonna move you up here just because you can damage him. Okay, we got the crit. I need just one more crit and then he's dead. There we go. No more hero. Okay, got my puppies. They're adorable. I don't think I'm going to be able to reach that siege engine there on this turn. Maybe I can, actually, hang on, maybe I can get it with these guys. Oh good, those archers deal some pretty heavy damage. Okay. I think I'm just going to back off with the rest of these troops and draw these guys into a bigger trap. Yeah, I don't see a reason to stick around here. So by the time they get over here, all their friends will be gone. And then I can just jump them with an even larger horde of units. Okay, is anyone left that could deal with you? I think I'll have you guys actually heal yourselves. Oh wait, no, they have regeneration. Okay, just defend. I'm not sure what this guy's gonna do, but I can't kill him because he's steadfast, so hold still. Alright, I think that's pretty much everybody. I'm gonna end the turn there. Here come the other tanks. I think these guys might have their big attack ready to go again, the Fallen Angels. I'm going to use it to weaken those other tanks too. Especially if they're going to group up like that. What do they have here? Oh, it's a young obsidian dragon, okay. You know what? I'm going to try to taunt you into attacking me. There we go. Obsidian dragons are tanky. And I'm not used to the young dragons being tanky, but I think they got buffed in recent updates. Okay, so these guys should both have their strong ability ready to go again, but this one can't quite reach that horde of tanks. However, this one can, so I'm going to do that. Let me just make sure I get all 3 of them in there. Okay, that weakens all of them. Probably want to keep getting power from slaughter with this guy if I can. So maybe have the puppies nibble on that guy a little bit. You should be able to get that kill. And the rest of these guys will go down pretty easily. I think what I'm going to do is pull him over here. I want to try to shoot him with this guy because I want the melee units to get down and go after these tanks. Alright, and then I gotta deal with these guys. This is probably a fine shot for you. Genghis needs to get down here to help. Maybe you can help with that dragon who's being pretty tanky. I think he's in defense mode though. That's part of the problem. Let me solve that. Yeah, that helped a lot. Okay, and then I think I'm going to... You know what? I could set up for a flank attack with these guys by going here. Aw, slip away. You know what? You're fine. Go down there and finish him off. Then I can go here with you. Hurt him. Get that one, the big guy. And move the cleric towards the enemy. Alright, and then I think I just want to move this guy over here. Everybody else is probably done with their turn, so let's end it. Going for lots of sundering shots. That's fine. And I think, well, unfortunately they split up, so I can only hit 2. Excuse me. Dang cough just won't let up. I had to mute my mic there for a second. Another coughing fit. Jeez. I think going here is good, because this bypasses normal terrain. Ooh, that was a nice crit. I can get you down here, smash that thing up. The only other person down here is trying to run. Let's see, can I catch this guy with... Yeah, I can catch him with that. So that you can just focus on this guy. Not sure why Genghis's odds to hit are so bad. But it's fine, we'll just use them instead. How far can you teleport? About as far as you can run. But you could allow this guy to go again. And that is it. So much for your armored division. lot easier to take them in an open field than it is to take them in those rocky quarries. Alright, dismiss them. And Staff of Distraction I'm probably not going to use, so we're just going to disenchant that. And then get rid of the rest of these guys.
Huh?
Mopping up the leftovers. Should be fairly easy. There is a Spelljammer over there. Okay. Let's just do... Actually, you know what? Maybe we want to keep pushing. Our armies are in pretty good shape here, all things considered. I want to figure out where the city center is. They could be expanding from underground, but I have no idea where the center of the city is. Oh wait, I just noticed that Rachek's up there. And there's a spare spot right for an outpost right here. Well, I think I know what my units are going to do next. Can't reach it on this turn. Kind of close, but maybe next turn. Alright, let's finish these guys off. Hopefully we can get away with this. Auto. Come on, game, you can do it. Yeah, I'll take that. It's fine. Dismiss them. And move up in this direction. Now that I just took out that big army, that might be where Tanis... Yeah, there it is. It's down there. Okay. So I think putting an outpost right up here, it doesn't really give me room to make a teleporter, or at least I don't think it will. So close. But on the next turn, I will be able to start that. And this will give me a great staging ground against Rachek too, who I actually expect will probably show up with another big army anytime. But Rachek's also, I think, one of the least effective at fighting me. I think I'm a really good match for him because of Cleansing Flames. There's just not a lot the Umbral guys can really do to deal with that very effectively. So I'm kind of like his counter. It's really Taina that I was more worried about, but she just lost a big army, so I think I'm in good shape. Let's see, are these guys pretty well set here? I think if they are, I'm going to move forward and try to get an outpost on that cliff there. Because if I put the outpost there, that still leaves me room to put my capital after I move it. Alright, yeah, I think this is the right time. Well, we got the enemies kind of on the run. And then I'll just pile you guys over here. So we maintain control over the center of the map, making this move. But we also take ground and set stage for better teleporter network in the future. These guys kind of, I think I'm going to have hang back a little bit because... Well, I guess they are full health. And now they can go forward with everybody else. I might need to reorganize some of these armies. Some of them are a little heavy on the archers. Like this one in particular. Yeah, I really need to resort some of this. Maybe I can do that now. Like, if I put you there, can you guys reach that? Yeah, technically you can. Let me put a guy there. Drop one archer. Go there, and then you go there. Just mix things up a little bit. Spread those paladins out more than anything else. Okay, and then they are just finishing up healing. The rest of my poor guys are all getting chased by all of this crap. But I'm going to see what the rest of this does. No time to be worried about that. Okay, I could lose Imperium. I don't want that. Yeah, I'm gonna fight these guys. Not worth 230 Imperium. Then I guess I can make it to the last one and we'll see what it triggers when it's all done. This one I can just pay mana. Yeah, I'm just gonna do that. Okay, and then the warlord is directly at you. Okay, so I have to fight this warlord. Yeah. And he spawned in the city ruins. Okay, that's kind of what I was expecting. This works somewhat similarly to the Trinity Island faded region. And these guys are all getting chased. I can move this army up to help now. So I think I'm going to put them here. And I might get attacked by some independents on the next turn, but that's fine. We will go down here, and on the next turn I will try to finish this faded region off. Cool. Alright, I think we're good. Still moving this. Oh yeah, this is the extra Strider that I had from those groups out there. Maybe I want to... Okay, I can't move you on this turn. I was kind of thinking I might move that unit forward with the rest of my Ritualist's army. Maybe I'll have you go explore in this direction. See what's out here. Looks like just a city-state, but I can certainly check it out. Oh, and I get another tome. Okay, I don't really know what I want here. Well, okay, I think I do know what I want. It's just... so many of these don't apply to me because of... well, because I can't take advantage of enchantments and race transformations. So really mostly looking at units, combat spells, buildings, that kind of stuff. And I don't really... I think the one that I probably want is Dreadnought, because it gives me access to the Great Bombard Siege project, which does fortification damage, unlike catapults, and that's pretty nice. It could shave turns off of sieges, and I think that alone is worth it for me, given my playstyle. I also get destabilized mana core out of it, which isn't huge, but it's a fun spell. And pinning barrage is pretty good. Yeah, plus I could make ironclads with this if I wanted a little bit more siege power. I probably won't, but the other thing this does is it gets me up to, or it gets me more materium, and I do kind of want to start working on getting more materium, so I'll probably take that. The only other thing is maybe Tome of Dragons, but I already have enough tier 4 high tier summons that I don't think that's really worthwhile. I keep seeing Tome of Scrying and think, oh, that'd be great for my horse archers, but then if remembering guided projectiles as an enchantment, so that doesn't really help me. Tome of Souls might help me get more souls, but I'm kind of getting... I don't think I'm gonna get a lot more Reapers. Target friendly army. It's a heal. Hang on. Okay, I could get the option to get a bone horror. I already have Soul Harvest from Revenant. I don't think this really helps me much. Yeah. That's a pretty good combat spell, though. Friendly units want a high radius get strengthened, hit points until the end of battle, and have 2 negative status effects removed. I think we'll... oh, you know what? Hang on. I need to try to remember something. What did I build in my capital? Did I build the Chaos Lens? So if I did, that would make that even better. And that would make that a pretty easy choice. Did I build Chaos or Order? I have the Order Tower, but I think the lens is different. Structures. Chaos. Okay, I got the one that buffs Chaos, buff and healing spells, but I think the... Oh, I did get the Chaos Amplifier lens, which makes it deal more fire damage. and inflict misfortune. Okay, so I think I'm going to take that. I guess my tower is yellow because that's what I have the most affinity in, but yeah, I think that makes this a pretty easy choice because this is a big AoE. I think it's a 2-hex radius. So that'll also do fire because this is a part chaos tome, that'll also do fire damage and inflict misfortune on top of marked, immobilized, and the 20 physical damage. That makes that a pretty strong spell. So I'm going to take the Dreadnought. I think this is good for me for a few different reasons. And the main thing that I want is, okay, I want Pinning Barrage. I also really want the cannons, but we'll take Pinning Barrage for now. It's good enough. Alright, Outpost is being constructed. I'm gonna have to wait on that. That I can't really defend, but that's fine because I'm planning on getting another one out there. If I can manage to get there before they take that territory. Genghis Khan leveled up again. I don't need any of those at the bottom. Probably, oh, I got his, to his max rank here. Okay. I could get all non-hero units and army gain resurgence. Oh, I like that. I like that a lot. What's Paragon of Chaos do? Controlled Chaos. Even more crit chance for allies. That's good, but Resurgence is awesome because it can save me from doing tactical combats, which is kind of nice. And all non-hero units in the army gain strength, hastened and strengthened at the start of combat, so that wears off over time, but Resurgence lasts, and on kill, all friendly units gain health and morale. Morale translates to more critical hits. And when using a support ability, all friendly units gain 5 morale. I think we go Paragon of Order with this one. I think that seems pretty good. We'll take that. And then I will go ahead and take Lead by Example now, because that's really strong, and it leads into crits for other units. I could get him Defense and Evasion, or I could go down these trees, but I've kind of been avoiding these because Genghis tends to move, although Kill Shot I should pick up. Yeah, I'll take Kill Shot. I haven't gotten that yet, and I think I meant to get that a while ago. Alright, that looks pretty good for Genghis, and I think we got his good boots too, so there you go. Now I'm going to actually make that shield that I keep forgetting to make. We'll just do this one, I guess. It's fine. And then Defensive Masters, which requires 2 haste berries. Chris Lighthawk pointed this out to me in last episode. I was wrong about Defensive Masters. I thought it took 3, but it only takes 2. Makes it a little easier to get your hands on that. And then I think it's just that in defense mode. So I'm just going to get really creative and call it the Defensive Masters Shield. Okay, and then we'll forge that. And that's going to be for my cleric. And what did I get here? That doesn't matter. Not doing anything with free cities. I'm not going to get to knightly orders before the end of this episode, sadly. I could, however, grab this before I forget. That gives me a pretty good chest plate, and I want that. Before the next episode, which is going to be post-update, I won't be able to get my hands on that. So I need to find my... Let's see, I need to find a good melee hero to give that to, and I think I know who it's going to be, but let me just find a hero so that I can cycle through them quickly. Probably going to be this guy, but I wanted to check to see if I have any others. I think most of my other heroes are ranged. This guy's... Yeah, I'm kind of building him out to be more of a tank. Do you have anything better that you could be wearing? No, wait, I think I've already looked through your stuff a few times. I'm going to leave you with what you've got. Yeah, we'll give it to this guy. Especially now that he's got killing momentum. This is a really nice addition for him. Giving him more melee damage, so he's more likely to kill things. Alright, I think we're pretty good there. So we got our boots. Got captured somebody. Free city declared war. War parties. Domain invaded. Don't care, don't care, don't care. I should probably go do something about them, shouldn't I? I've just sort of been letting them run around breaking. Actually, I don't really have any units that are strong enough to go do anything about them right now. Oh well, we'll deal with it later. I'm more interested in, the Fated region underground. Interested in seeing what those, because I'm going to probably finish both of those Fated regions on the next episode, so I'm kind of interested to see what comes out of those, because I've never done this before, so we'll see what happens. But I think for now, this is probably a good spot to stop for this episode, so I think I'm going to wrap it up here, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. I know we're pretty deep into the series now, so if you're still watching, it means a lot, and I appreciate it. Hopefully I'll have this cough all sorted out by next weekend. But in the meantime, I hope you guys all have a wonderful week, and I will see you in the next episode. Special thanks to all my Patreon supporters, including Tier 3 supporters Dawson Horner, Devin Larson, Roderick, and Sarah Feingold. Thanks so much, everybody.